Ladies and gentlemen, we're live on Facebook here on Saturday morning, and we're live on Twitter on Periscope. That's it. We cannot go live on the Alex Jones channel. It's been frozen for a third time in 1 week. Now, if you're just joining us, they're counting on you to not understand what's happening. This is part of a total purge of libertarians, Christians, nationalists, pro-gun groups from Australia to the UK to the US, Europe. They are arresting hundreds of people a day in Sweden and Germany that just say we shouldn't have open borders to ISIS. They are imprisoning women. I mean, it's all over the news, but only here. In Europe, you're not allowed to report on it. Police chiefs are being fired that say we're having thousands of rapes by Islamic rape gangs. The censorship is unbelievable. Chinese communist-style censorship, where they don't announce it, they just block you, is here. Apple, all of them are moving to China. They're modeling everything off China. It's totally draconian. They admitted 3 weeks ago in the Wall Street Journal they were going to ban me first and to set a precedent. They actually said my name, and that they would then go after everybody else. The Wall Street Journal was interviewing the CEO of News Corp, who's working with Google, Facebook, and Twitter to do this all at the same time. Now, YouTube admitted that their servers were hijacked by employees that weren't supposed to in the last week, and thousands of channels were deleted. How huge is that? They said we hired the Southern Poverty Law Center, 10,000 people. This leftist globalist offshore group, we hired 10,000 of them, YouTube said, that's Google, to run things. They took the strikes off and admitted that the videos that they had removed were not what they claimed I said, that no kids died and I was bullying kids, that I actually said they did die. And that embarrassed CNN and others because they had said those videos said that, when the videos said the opposite. And the videos talked about the police stand down. We first covered that the day after. We broke that. It's to confirm now. So I'm just giving you some background. This is the internet purge, people. So many folks go, oh, Alex, just don't be on YouTube anymore. We have our own video platform. We're on TV and radio stations. We get that. The fact is, they're being directed by political groups to not give service and violate the contracts of millions of people. If you can lose a suit for $500,000 for not baking a gay couple's cake, well, if you don't bake the cake, they can't sit there and say, well, you can't be on YouTube. Prager University's suing. They're all suing. Mild preachers are being blocked. Snopes is saying Christianity isn't real and Christ didn't exist, even though Roman historians and Jewish historians said they did. Google Assistant says Jesus isn't real. My point is, these folks are in full control, and they're globalist, and they're doing this, and then people get confused. Some media even goes, oh, Jones, there's no strikes against you, when the site comes back, hoping you forget about what's going on. And again, late last night, they put the third strike on. The channel's frozen, but they haven't deleted it yet. And they gave us strikes for the same videos that they said rogue employees had blocked. They didn't take our appeals. They just unblocked them and said in the news, sorry, we had employees who aren't trained properly. No, they're using the Southern Poverty Law Center people to say, oh, we didn't know they're doing it. Oh, jeepers creepers, we're going to stop it. This is a military psychological warfare tactic where you probe for months generally with small attacks, and when the main attack comes, people don't recognize it. We're being acclimated to accept this. A great case example of this was for the German invasion of Poland. They did a lot of drills before, an Operation Himmler. Or you can look up the operations that have been launched with the whole Panama invasion. The same tactic was used. The globalists are doing this psychological warfare-wise. They're admittedly calling it an information war against the American people and nationalists. The Chinese dictator is now backing the globalists at Davos, saying they're going to help quarterback running internet censorship out of China with something like 10 million people in their military. They're saying that they're going to now give to Apple as an army. This is being announced. The communist Chinese government is forming an army at huge Apple headquarters in Beijing to attack the American people. Remember last year, the Chinese dictator said at Davos, we will defeat the nationalism in the world. China is behind globalism. We will help you, to the elite, to Juncker and others, the unelected dictator of the EU. Look him up. He's a dictator, unelected. Ladies and gentlemen, they try to confuse everybody with what's going on. You can see my breakdown. It's on Infowars.com. I shot at midnight live last night. We're going to try to upload these to our backup channels. But you have to understand, this is a war. And the media is spinning it like, oh, they're just blocking conspiracy theories of bullied kids. And then that's the cover everywhere. for censorship, when I said a few days ago, this is 50 times anything we've ever seen. It's now over 100 times in my dead reckoning. It is thousands and thousands and thousands of sites that had been reinstated, and they admitted it was wrong, it was an accident, bad employees. They just did it again. All the sites are being taken down again. Leftist, centrist sites that say there should be free speech but disagree with conservatives, they're being banned. It's unbelievable. So I'm calling everybody. I can't do it all. You need to protest Google however you do it legally and lawfully. Facebook, Twitter, call Congress. You need to get your own YouTube sites, whether you're an old lady or a young man, black, white, it doesn't matter. If you believe in free speech worldwide, because I'm hearing from Guatemala and South Africa that it's all kicking in everywhere, you've got to start your own site and then push them to your own website and start up our own platforms. Everybody's launching their own platforms. Gab's launching one. A bunch of others are being launched. Everybody's authorized to carry our content. Everybody's authorized to cut it up, do whatever you want. It's free to air. InfoWars is like the satellite that we have. It's free to air for TV stations, radio, your own YouTube channel, your own platform, peer-to-peer. People keep saying, well, do peer-to-peer, do these BitTorrents. Do it. Don't. I am maxed out. I've got my crew up here, 6 people right now. This is about 6 people coming in today. We're going to be fighting hard. Saying to interview Ted Nugent, 3 hours north of here, 2.5 hours north of here. We're going to be battling today. Antifa's having a convergence in Austin, saying they're going to shut down free speech. Our reporters will be out there dealing with that. We're about armed Antifa. It's on, folks. This is them trying to bully everybody and take over. This is happening right now. And again, they're using me as the poster child. They said, CNN said last Friday, 8 days ago, 3 weeks ago, Wall Street Journal, look it up. They said, we're going to ban Alex Jones because we can use this bullying term to say everything's bullying. And so you can have these high school seniors calling me a piece of you-know-what and attacking me and saying stuff I didn't say, and then saying they want to debate me, and then they won't come on later, and I say nothing mean, and then the media misrepresents what I've said, and then removes us, and then Google knows they'll lose these lawsuits, so they act like they're backing off and claim it's the Southern Poverty Law Center. All their corruption, offshore hundreds of millions, foreign governments funding them. I mean, this is incredible. I'm going to explain it one more time. Seismically, here's been all the other internet censorship. It's very small by itself, but together it's a big aggregate of them testing how to block people, how to shadow ban folks. It's all admitted. We have the Undercover Project Veritas videos. It's all there. Now, it was like this. It was still substantive. It's like this now. It's just exponentially into the sky on a graph. The ceiling isn't tall enough to show you the magnitude, and everybody hears about it, everybody knows about it, and they think we'll just give in to thousands of mainline church sites and shooting club sites and veteran sites and conservative and libertarian sites and nationalist sites and cultural sites with this Maoist digital youth brigade revolution spilling out onto the internet. And they admit that's what they're modeling it after, of bullying and controlling. So they've taken all the brainwashed people who believe they've been victimized and brainwashed at the colleges, where they have this SJW mentality where no free speech is allowed of anybody conservative or capitalist or Christian. And then now they're deploying that onto the internet. This was their armies. This was their clone army of brainwashed bots who will take whatever the latest political correctness is, and who are all given their own little personal YouTube and Facebook channels and Twitter channels where they can have bots, they can bully, they can threaten to kill people, they can have kill the president things with 2 million followers. That's all allowed. And then we're just here saying this is dangerous, this is bad, this is history repeating, this is being run by big offshore corporations and muscled by the communist Chinese on record, with Apple giving all your code keys and moving their headquarters there they said, well, we have to merge with the government to do this, and getting total tax exemption to counter Trump's tax cut. That's mainstream news. This is World War IV. This is a digital information war. The globalists are allied with radical Islam flooding Europe and destabilizing. They're allied with communist China and with the globalist EU and with Hollywood and the powerful tech giants. And it's the American people and Christians around the world and sovereign folks in Latin America, Africa, Asia, you name it, want to fight back. The Russians are fighting back. The UK is trying to fight back, because this is the death knell if they do this. And again, first they censor you, then they demonize you so you can't respond, then they arrest you, then they kill you. So when they cut off your money and they cut off your speech in a digital world, that's like cutting the electricity off. They are isolating everybody and having Antifa with guns everywhere and bike locks threatening anyone that comes out on the street. This is a real authoritarian takeover. They mean it. The only reason Trump got in is there was people in the government and the population that realized how bad things were. And this country is in a total emergency right now. We are in a total emergency. Again, the purge of the internet is here. And all the fools supporting this draconian anti-free speech garbage by labeling us evil and dehumanizing us, you're not leftist, you are fascist, controlled by mega corporations who are tax exempt, and you're useful idiots. And as soon as this purge is done, you'll be next. And they're going with pure algorithm to do nothing but feed government propaganda. They don't want people communicating, period. All the big globalist sites are getting rid of comments. They're all getting rid of everything. This is the model. This is it. And Obama was coming in with it. His so-called net neutrality was this. It gave the legal cover for them to discriminate. But now that's blowing up in their face. Is Trump perfect? Absolutely not. And he's surrounded by a lot of people, good and bad. But we, the people, can wake up. But Chinese communist style and backed control is here. I got to go. Got to get on the road. Got a important shoot to do with Ted Nugent in about 2 hours. So I appreciate all of you. This is such a big deal. However you think you can help, however you think you can fight back, this is all our battle. However you think, I'm going to be listening to your ideas. We're going to be protesting against Google and others at South by Southwest. We're going to be taking action, but letters to the editor. This is mainstream dying media with corrupt government and globalists. All these special interests that have sucked America dry and used us for their global power, fighting to get control again as we try to extricate ourselves from the draconian system. This is worldwide planetary government, now admitted, unelected, directing the collapse of Western civilization because it's a threat to them. They want nothing but third world slaves they can dictate surrender to. So bottom line, Infowars.com, Newswars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, Infowars.com/show. We do have our own videos posted. We do have our own streams. We have been doing it. We're simply pointing out that this is a discriminatory purge, and it's the biggest ever by a magnitude that I can't even calculate, and it's accelerating. And like any war, they're not telling you this is the main assault. They're telling you stay in your beds, don't run, we are your friends. A la Mars Attacks. Understand what we're dealing with. Don't be idiots. Get upset. Get focused, because this can boomerang on them like the Streisand effect, and it's already been happening. I was supposed to already be banned this week, but it blew up in their face because of DrudgeReport.com and others seeing through it. And even the Rolling Stones tell these lies about me and stuff, but then say, well, we shouldn't ban everybody because, it's dangerous. You better decide which side you're on right now and stop playing authoritarian, all you guys on the left. You understand? I'm not begging you. I'm saying you choose your side. We're going to win regardless. But you guys are really stepping in it. I mean, you're really playing the part of authoritarians here, and you think it's cute, and you're allied with the communist Chinese that house millions of Buddhists and Christians and take their organs. I mean, they killed 80+ million of their own people. Are you guys crazy? But again, you're powerless little bots, and you want power. It's always the really crazed, weak people that evil hires to carry out this stuff. And just like the SA that served Hitler, you'll be the first that the first to go. All right, more live transmissions from the road. Please pray for InfoWars. We're praying for you. If you're watching this transmission, post it on your own channels, upload it to your own feeds. It's copyright free. Let's just take action. I need Anonymous to fight for InfoWars and for the web. I'm asking everybody to come to our aid. I want to thank everybody for financially supporting us at InfoWarsStore.com. Great sales still going right there. So again, thank you all, and thank you for your courage. We're going to win this thing together. It's up to you. Let's go.